Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and happy 2026. Today I'm going to be doing an updated room tour. If you've seen my previous room tours and you're looking behind me, you can see that a lot has changed. I've moved recently, well not recently, but I've moved since then, and I've also switched up the vibe a lot. I used to do a lot of like pastel, like decor kind of stuff, and then usually like around fall or winter time I'll switch up my vibe to a more monochromatic vibe, and since I did that I've just been like loving it like so much, so I think I'm gonna stick with this for a while. I really like how it turned out, but yeah. I'm not really sure what aesthetic I'm gonna like title this video. I kind of think of my aesthetic as if like emo girl meets K-pop stan, and then you mix in a little bit of like dark coquette vibes. Like I'm into like some vintage style things, but like trying to explain it, it doesn't really make any sense. So I like to call it Jordyn core. I'm really trying to tap into Jordyn core this year, which is just my like personal taste in aesthetics. I have a whole Pinterest board dedicated to it, and yeah, I've been really loving it. And yeah, let's just get into the room tour and let me show you my room. Okay, so here's what it looks like when you first enter my room. I don't know what was going on with the door here previously. It was like this when I moved in. Don't know what happened all there, but anyways, here's what it looks like when you first enter my room. Little overview. Okay, so starting from behind the door, I just have some of the bags I use most often. So I have this little bag that I thrifted. It says Kathy on it, super cute. And then I have my Pride and Joy, my Vivienne Westwood heart bag that I have this little tail on because it's cute. And then I have My Chemical Romance tote that I got from the concert. And then right here on the side, I have this little full-length mirror that I use to do a lot of fit checks. And then on the other side of the door is my closet. So nothing too exciting in here, but I do just have a lot of my clothes in there. Okay, after the closet, I have this little wall hanging like candle holder that I thought was so pretty that I thrifted. I don't know what kind of candle to put here. So right now I have this little tea light candle that's just completely decorative. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out how I want to decorate that, but here it is for now. I'm not gonna light it. Also, don't mind my singular nail holding on for dear life, if she'll focus. Hey girl, I plan to do those soon, but for now, it's all we got. She's all we got. Moving this way, I have this framed poster of Hyunjin that I got at a K-pop store. The dimensions of this poster are so random, and I cannot find a frame for the life of me that fits it. And it looks a little awkward right now in this frame, but I'm gonna find a frame one day that works. Then on this part of the wall, I made this little wall collage with some photos from like K-pop albums and some vinyls. So I have this photo of Hyunjin that came in the new duet album. And then I have this photo of IN and this photo of Felix, all from the same album. Over here, I have some TXT photos that I forget which album these came in, but I absolutely love the vibes, and so I put those there. And then I also have some lyric sheets from vinyls that I have. I'm kind of getting sick, so I'm a little out of breath and my voice sounds a little funny. But anyways, this is from My Chemical Romance 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge vinyl album, the lyrics. And then this one I have the Lana lyrics from Born to Die, that vinyl. And then below, some more TXT photos. And then one more over here. That one's from Thursday's Child, but that's the overview of my wall collage. Moving down to my setup, which is like the pride and joy of my room. Well, I love every part of my room, but this part specifically. On this side of my desk, I just have some of the Stray Kids duet albums because I just think they're so pretty and aesthetically pleasing. And then I have one vertical monitor here, and then a normal monitor here. These monitor frames, I got this DIY from this girl from TikTok. I'll put her username. I'm pretty sure it's her pinned video that she has the DIY for. It's such a simple DIY, and it literally makes my setup look so beautiful. So absolutely love that. And then over here, I have like the Death Note manga. And then I also have the current journal that I'm using. And I just keep those there because I think they look cute. And then I have this cup holder here next to my keyboard, My keyboard, I put a little like lace band around it. All I did was like, oh, hot glue lace together. That was the size of, okay, my keyboard, and then like put it around. So yeah. I also have like this little speaker that I use for my computer, and then I have this like angel wing wrist rest, and then this mouse pad that's a little, she's a little beat up, but that's my mouse pad, my mouse. And then over here I have some Tokyo Ghoul manga volumes, and then I have this framed photo of Han, and I have this framed photo card of Hyunjin. Just think it completes the vibe of this little area, super cute. And then right here I have my actual PC that I built a few years ago now. But yeah, love her. I also have this pink Autofool gaming chair, and I just have the tiniest pop of pink in my setup, but I still really like how it looks, even though the rest of my room is very monochrome. So yeah, let me turn it on and show you what it looks like on. Here is my setup when it's all booted up and turned on. My brother makes fun of me that my computer's way too loud, and it kind of is, but like, I don't really care. It kind of just sounds like a fan to me, so like, it is what it is. But this is like the backgrounds I have for my setup, and yeah, I just love the vibe. So that is my little desk area. Oh yeah, underneath I just have some like plushies and a trash can. Nothing exciting. Cable management, who? Anyways, moving on. Like I said, we didn't need to see all that. Moving on, I have my little like K-pop album shelf. So up top, I have 2 My Chemical Romance vinyls. I have the 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge vinyl, and I have the, oh, she's dusty. Let's not look. And then I have the Welcome to the Black Parade album. Yes. And then I also have the CD version of the Black Parade. This one's like the special 10th anniversary edition or something like that. And yeah, moving down, this is my TXT part of the shelf mostly. And so I have some TXT albums back there, Chaos Chapter, the Freeze Chapter, you know, and I'm not good with the names, so don't come for me. The Name Chapter, the mini-sode ones. This one, I have my signed Subin one just displayed in the front, and then, okay, so I lied. So there is some BTS here as well, so I have the BTS Love Yourself series, Love Yourself Her, Love Yourself Tear, Love Yourself Answer, and then I have the Good Boy Gone Bad CD versions, and I have one of Yeonjun and one of the group, and then I have the Star Chapter Together album, and I just think it really makes the shelf. Behind here I have the TXT Light Stick box and the School Love Affairs Special Edition album by BTS. So that's the top shelf. Moving down, I guess this could be my JYP shelf, question mark. I have the Stray Kids, why did I say it like that? I have the Stray Kids albums. I have the Do It one, I have 8, some 5-star albums. I have this little like mirror thing that came with the Do It album that I thought it was cute, so it's displayed. Then I have some Ordinary jewel cases. I have IN and I have Changbin. And then I have these little frame photo cards from the Dominate tour. So cute. And then I have this Do It album displayed because I think it's really pretty. And then on this side, we get into Twice, so I have a Ready to Be album. Oh, here's also a Felix photo card that's framed. I just thought he was giving like, he's giving vampire in this. I love it. And then I have some Twice albums, Eyes Wide Open, Between 1 and 2, More and More. Oh, and always BTS snuck in here somewhere. I have the BTS B albums. And then I have this little like jewelry box, not jewelry box, crystal box that has like some confetti in it from a concert. I don't know which one actually, but that is the second part of my shelf. Moving down again, here we get into some NCT. I have the Resonance albums, I have the 2 Baddies album, and I have the AO album. I also have my BTS Light Stick box, my Dojae Perfume album, the Stray Kids Light Stick box, and the Stray Kids like Skizu Karma album version. So I have Quokka in here. He's hidden away. I'm sorry, Quokka, I'll take you out soon. And then up here I also have some little boxes. So I have this little marble box that has like bracelets that I've gotten from concerts. I have this little coffin box that has jewelry in it. Yeah, I just keep some jewelry in there. And then I have this little heart dish that I thrifted, super cute, and I just use it to keep some crystals. And that's that part. And then moving down again, I guess this could be called my Hyunjin shrine, maybe. Guess her Stray Kids biased hard edition. Anyways, I have this composition book that's actually my Stray Kids photo card collection. So I have all my Stray Kids photo cards in there. And then I have Hyunjin's Versace, it's not actually signed by him, but it's his little Versace postcard. And it came with the purchase of a perfume that I got during an event. So, and then I have 2 of his magazine covers. I love both of these. And then I have this Versace box and then this one, because you know, you gotta keep the boxes with the purchases, like, I don't know. And then moving down, I finally have more BTS. So I have the Map of the Soul. Oh, it's a little dusty down here, sorry guys. I have the Map of the Soul albums. I have the Memories of 2017, which I bought that like I bought that after 2017, and it was actually so ridiculously hard to find, so like it's low-key my pride and joy. But anyways, then I have the Young Forever album, the Oh Are You Late 2 album, and then I have the Proof album, and then over here I have Jin's Astronaut album, another Proof album, Wings album, Dark and Wild, one of the best albums of all time, and then Young Forever, the other version. So that is my little K-pop shelf. This is not all my albums, unfortunately, but these are all the ones that like fit the aesthetic I'm going for right now. So then moving over is one of my dressers. I recently thrifted this at an estate sale. My absolute pride and joy. It is beat up a little bit, and so I plan to like get a paint match and try to like patch it up a little bit, but it's just so beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. So up here I have, let's start here. I have the one and only 24 karat gold. Okay, sorry. I have this framed photo of me and Silas of my MC in Lads. If you know, you know. If you don't, moving on. And I have this little candle. It says Witch's Brew. I just like the vibe. And then over here, I have this little moon dish that I also thrifted that I keep crystals in. I think it's really pretty. Then over here, I have the Stray Kids poster with the Duet album. As you can tell, the Duet album is completely my vibe, my aesthetic, and so I just had to put so much stuff from it everywhere. And then I have these little angel wings that I got from Spirit Halloween, and I just hung them up here because I thought it looked cute. And then I have another one of those heart dishes with more crystals, and another one of those moon dishes with more crystals. You can kind of see how messed up the dresser is like over here, but like I said, eventually that'll become a DIY, but I'm just so happy that I have it. And then I have some books over here. These ones I have not read yet, but it's the Tomi manga, and then it's this book called Blood Moon. And then I have my current purse that I'm using sitting on top of it. And yeah, that's what this little area looks like. I think it's super cute. And then moving over, I have this little hanging shelf. I keep this Vivienne Westwood bag over here, and then I keep some incense next to this Empress candle. And then I have 2 little angels right here. And then I have this other candle that's like a magic elixir candle, super cute. And then I have this other little angel figure. I think this one's actually an ornament, but I've had these forever. And then I have this bouquet of dried flowers, just a subtle pop of corner, just a subtle pop of color in the corner, and it's tied with this little lace ribbon. So I really love this corner of my room. And yeah, moving this way, this is my window, and I have these lace curtains that I got from Amazon. And then over here is my little bedside table. Over here is my little bedside table. Nothing special, it's just super practical. I have this little village candle on it, and then I have this little amethyst crystal over here, and then I have this little lamp that I use, and then it also has a little shelf that I keep some books and like a little basket with like chapstick, etc. And then I also have another one of those little candle holder decorative stands, and I just think it's really cute. Okay, so earlier I said that my setup might be the favorite part of my room, but I think I lied. I think it is my bed area is probably my favorite part of my room. I have this like white ruffly bedding, and then I have some black sheets and these two little decorative pillows. And then what I did here, because I was super inspired by canopy beds, but I have a ceiling fan, and so I was not able to do an actual like canopy. It just wouldn't work with the space over here. And so I was looking at Pinterest and finding a bunch of like DIYs, and I found this thing where I hung up a curtain rod in the back, as you can see, and so there's sheer curtains right here. And then using just like tiny nails, I nailed in and like draped the other curtains like around. And so I draped this one to the side, and then I tied it with the bow, and it's also like resting on a nail to hold it in place. And then I did the same for the other side to kind of like frame the top of my bed. And then on this side of my bed, I hung up my star tapestry, and then I kind of draped the curtains alongside the sides. And so I feel like this kind of helped me achieve like the really pretty like lacy bed area without actually having a canopy. So yeah. And then I also just have some throw blankets on my bed. I have this little gray one here. I have this little leopard print one on top, and also this white one. I feel like the blankets are really cute also. So that is my bed area, which I love so much. Moving to this side of my room, I have another little mini dresser, and this used to be my only dresser, but it was just not enough space for me. And I actually do like wear all of my clothes. Like I have so many clothes, but I do wear them all. But anyways, starting up top, I have this mirror that I thrifted and then I painted white. It used to be gold, but I'm just not a gold girly, so I did paint it white, but I think it looks really beautiful. And then I also have this little rosary necklace hanging from it. I think it added like a nice detail. And then moving down, I have another framed photo of Hyunjin. I just think it's such a vibe. And then I have my oil diffuser right here. I have a little dish that has some of the jewelry that I'm wearing right now. And then I have these two little matching angel candle holders that I thrifted. They are so beautiful. I love them. And so those are framing my little jewelry box here. So I keep most of my jewelry is in here. It's a little messy right now, but I have a deck of tarot cards on top, as well as some of the oils I use in my oil diffuser, a little selenite wand, and this little this is actually like a soda drink, and I thought the bottle was really cute, so I just emptied it out and kept it. It's like basilic blood, like it's giving me vampire vibes. I don't know. And then I have this portable record player, and then I have this little coffin-shaped candle and this like little heart tea candle holder that I put a little tea candle in. Moving this way, I have this little cosplay sword like tucked in the corner over here. And then I have this little vanity cart that's like completely like reflective. Like the whole thing looks like a mirror. It's pretty cool. I thrifted it. And then above that, I have this TXT poster that is my favorite thing ever. And then I have another little rosary like hanging off the side of it right here. And so moving down to the cart, I have these two little taper candles and matching holders. I have this like little lipstick lip gloss organizer. I have a bunch of candles over here. And then I have this really cool like crow tray mirror thingy that I got, I think from Michael's, like part of their Halloween collection. And I'm just using it as like decoration. And then I put this little hand candle on top. I have some incense in the corner and a little sage stick. And I also have this rosary necklace. And so that's this little corner. Oh, and I have a tiny little sunny angel like hipper that my friend got me, and it's just hiding back there. Yeah. And then moving on to my vanity, another pop of color over here. This is a little overview. And so I have this like shelf above it that has a bunch of perfumes. And so I have some perfumes. This is a little jar I thrifted that I don't really know what to do with yet, but I thought it looked cool, so I put it up here. And so that's that. Moving down on top of my vanity, I have this little pothos plant that's in this little cute little jar. I also have a black taper candle right here in this little candle holder. I have this Naked Urban Decay Smoky palette, a Subin photo card, and some black tourmaline, and then another matching black candle. Then moving down, again, I have this little heart-shaped mirror that I got off of Amazon, I think. Behind here, I have some more of my lip products. I also have some of my flower nose makeup that I display because I think it's really pretty. That brand is actually pretty good. I really like it. And then over here, it's a little messier, but I have some more perfumes, hair oil, like skincare stuff, makeup brushes, etc. So that's kind of unorganized. And then I also have this little like heart-shaped box. Oh, we're gonna ignore that piece of hair that I just swept away. I have this little heart-shaped box that I keep like rubber bands and bobby pins in. So yeah, that's a little overview of my vanity. I have this like tiny fluffy stool when I use my vanity, and then down there I have all of my nail stuff that I use to do my nails. But yeah, that's a little overview of my vanity. And then we're back at the door. So that is everything. If you made it this far, oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want. Yeah.